Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, because I haven't done stage 2 of Makuri Islands, I know a lot of people did it on Tuesday when I had a night off. So we're doing it this morning. Now I'm going to go very, very slowly because there's no need to go very, very quickly. We'll start out at the back. So we've got 3 kilometres to do. Oh, Amy's running. Hello, Amy. Amy Green is running. Yeah, we don't need to go quick because I want it to last half an hour, so that we can start the Film My Run 500 at 11:35. Tech trouble already, says Tina. Well, for some reason, my computer just seems to lock up sometimes. Like, only on Zwift. Zwift just will lock up and not allow me to do anything. And it thinks about things for about 10 minutes and then decides, oh, everything's okay. So, getting heart rate 30 seconds before the run starts is stressful. So it won't do anything. It just sits there, and you can click and click, and it won't do anything. Anyway, I've got heart rate. We're all right, and I'll chill at the back for the first kilometre. Actually, I'll chill at the back for the whole thing. Quite happy. Keep this going for half an hour, and then we'll do the Film My Run 500 at 11:35. Warm the legs up. It's quite warm. Well, I was going to say it's quite cold in here, but the temperature gauge on the AGMT says 15.8, which is not cold at all. Amy says, I'm going to do 10 kilometres an hour. I'm going to round it up to 5k and want to be done in half an hour. Okay, that's fair enough. So Amy's going to do 5k and she's going to round it up, because this is only 3.8 kilometres, this run. So, yeah, it's not very long at all. So Amy's going to round it up to 5k, and then she's done. Whereas I'm going to take it nice and slowly and do the 3.8k in half an hour, and then we've got 5 minutes for me to grab a drink and get the Film My Run 500 done. I've got the same camera there twice. I need to sort that out again. So we're just going to be chilling this morning. Not a lot of banter. Just relaxed. Tina's drinking coffee, having done hours of gardening. What do you mean hours of gardening? See, look, it's locked up again. It's locked up again. It'll not do anything for 30 seconds, and then it'll suddenly start moving again. It's very weird. Tina says she's got to save her energy for the bleep test tonight. Yeah, that's horrible, isn't it, the bleep test? Right, but saying she's done hours of gardening, there isn't enough time today to have done hours of gardening. It's 11 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. I mean, most of us have only been up for 2 hours. You can't have done hour of gardening, maybe. An hour of gardening. I don't think they've ever run so slow. Maybe I should speed up a bit. Do you reckon? 8 minutes 34 per kilometre I'm going at the moment. Feels faster than 7 kph. We'll do 500 metres at this speed, then I'll speed up a little bit. I do feel cold though. I'm not going to be putting the fan on for a little while, that's for sure. And turn the music up as well, I think. Oh yes, good point, Tina. Camera angles. Yeah, I wonder... Oh, I know why that's not working, because the update. Whenever an update happens, it throws the camera angles off. I might not be able to get them back. I'll try. Hang on. Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Amanda's back. Amanda is back in a tan. Alright, Amanda. Hello, Amanda. I don't know what I was doing there. Look, it's locked again. Zwift is locked up again. And it keeps saying and plus disconnected at the top. And there it goes, and it's back again. What is going on there? Right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug. I'm going to get off the treadmill, unplug my Ant Plus, and plug it back in again. Bear with me 1 second. I don't know if that's going to make any difference whatsoever. Right, Tina says, by the way, music has grown on me. Yeah, I knew it would. Just let it seep into your system for the next few weeks. You'll be all right with it. Right, it's locked up again. Look, I don't know what is going on with my Zwift at the moment. There's something not right. Something is not right. It keeps saying Ant Plus disconnected. I haven't got any Ant... Well, I usually have my heart rate connected as Ant Plus. But it's connected as Bluetooth today because I couldn't get Ant Plus connected. It keeps locking up and saying Ant Plus disconnected. But there's nothing connected to Ant Plus anyway. The treadmill is Bluetooth. My heart rate monitor is Bluetooth. Everything else... There's nothing else connected. Right, let's speed up a little bit. More tech issues, Amanda. I know. Just keeps disconnecting. Or keeps locking up, rather. Ant Plus disconnecting, and then Zwift locking up. I am only doing this just to make sure I get the second stage of Makuri Islands done. Has anyone had a go on Urukazi yet? I don't know if it is actually available to use. Because I was under the impression you could only do it as part of the tour of Makuri Islands. So I'm not sure if anybody has actually gone on it yet to run on. Actually, maybe the tour of Makuri cycle rides are on it now. So that means it is open to anyone. Gonna have to take my jumper off in a minute. 16 degrees in shed quarters today. Coming up to 1 kilometre done. Only 2.8 to go. Before we do the Film My Run 500, of course. How is the knee, Amanda? Amanda says she's hoping to run with us all again soon. So, how is the knee getting on? She says, I need to take it easy and build some strength back up in my knee. Okay. Yeah, don't rush back, Amanda. That's the worst thing you could do, is just aggravate it. The plan is just to do stage 2 of Makuri Islands tour, get that done by 11:30 a.m. and then we'll go and have a coffee. I'll make myself a coffee and come back out for the Film My Run 500 at 11:35. I will keep the stream alive, so I'm not going to stop the stream and start it again. So you can just talk amongst yourselves for 3 minutes or so while I make myself a coffee. Okay, Amanda says, thinking it's some sort of sprained ligament, lots of rest and walking, starting to feel better and almost pain-free. Nice one. So basically, we completely wrecked your knee at the Beachy Head Marathon, and it's taken all this time to stop the pain. That's why we run, isn't it, Amanda? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh dear. Invite somebody to a marathon and get them to break their knees. Oh, what's this post about Chamonix? Has Amanda signed up for... Have you signed up again for Chamonix? Oh, Amanda, come on. Really? Wait, what, the marathon again, or the half marathon again, or are you going for something different? Wow, okay, so Amanda is doing the Chamonix Marathon. And is that in July again? Surely you need to do Paris Marathon to warm up for the Chamonix Marathon, don't you? Paris in April, Chamonix in July. '25th of July, okay. Wow, that's going to be awesome. I wonder if there's a way, not that I'm going to run, but I wonder if there's a way that we can get out to Chamonix for that event so I can film it or something. Do some training in Chamonix for the UTMB in August. It'd be quite good if we could do that. I wonder if I can have a word with Victoria and see if we can get out to Chamonix at the end of July in preparation for the UTMB at the end of August. That would be cool. Okay, Amy is going to sign up for the Skegness Marathon and probably sign up for the Backyard Ultra in June. Yeah, I think it's June, Amy. That'll be amazing. Well, we'll be there in June, so that'll be really good. Okay, I think I'm going to speed up again now. Make sure I get these 2 kilometres done in the next 13 or 14 minutes. So we probably need to go at 9. Bear with me. Okay, so it is 18 minutes past 11. So I've got, yeah, if I can get in 12 minutes from now, that'll be good. That leaves us 5 minutes before the Film My Run 500. Oh, Amanda says they've just opened up the Vertical K event. Well, I'll have to see if I can do it. I'll see if I can come over first. I probably won't enter any races. Although the Vertical K, I suppose, would be okay, wouldn't it? Yeah, so, alright. Let me talk it over with Victoria. We'll see if we can make it out there. It might just be too expensive, but we'll have a go. Wow, somebody's speeding through there. Oh, now stopped. Now speeding through again. So, stage 2 of the tour of Makuri Islands, and we have the new roads of Urukazi opened up, which will feature in stages 5 and 6 of the tour of Makuri Islands. But I think if you want to, you can go and run them now. I'm just going to check that actually in a minute. Hello, Matt. Matt in Nottingham says, are you feeling fully recovered after what has been a busy period of running events for you? I'm almost. I mean, what I feel now is unfit. So I'm still kind of recovering. But because I'm not doing very much, I now feel very unfit. And my plan has always been to have a very easy November. We're only 10 days into November, and I feel terribly lethargic and unfit. Fox, by the way, just the fox on the left there, you might just see it again. No. Oh, by the way, the camera angles haven't worked again, have they? So, yeah, I feel unfit. I'm going to start training again properly in December. So currently I'm doing about 35-40k a week, and I'll continue that really low level distance weekly mileage for the next 3 weeks until we get into December. When we get into December, I will start running again. Okay, so Tina Beard going from I don't like change, I'm not keen on this new playlist. Tina is now looking up some of the tracks on this playlist to put them on her Spotify list. Matt says, I'm impressed with how low you're keeping heart rate after this distance. Well, heart rate actually has been overly high recently, and you'll notice that if you watch the Film My Run 500 in a minute, starting at 11:35, where we do the climbing event, my heart rate is going much higher than it should do, which shows how unfit I currently am. But we did do a hard interval session last night, so that may have brought my heart rate down a little bit. 1 kilometre to go, so we'll get this done by 11:30, and then I'll go and make myself a quick coffee before we come out and start the FMR 500. 5 tips for running faster will be on the Film My Run channel tonight. Members, you already have access as of last night, so 24 hours early if you are a member of the Film My Run channel. But yeah, 5 tips to help you run faster. That video will drop at 6 PM tonight on the Film My Run channel. That camera's a bit dodgy, isn't it? There we go. A bit straighter. Hello, Clive. Are you joining me for the 500 this morning? We need to change that, don't I? Okay, Clive is almost home, should be running the Film My Run 500. Dressed for work, he says. Don't run it in your suit. Clive, don't run it in your suit. If you can't make it in time, it's fine. By the way, I've been in touch with Adam Holland and Chris Beale, and they should be starting next week with sessions live on the Zwift Run channel. So we'll have myself, Clive, Chris Beale and Adam Holland, and hopefully if I can get Darren Van Dit as well. And I keep forgetting to organise Victoria's session as well on the channel. Right, 400 metres to the end. And then it's coffee time. Thank goodness. Sebastian is already waiting on the start line. I wonder if my temperature gauge is affected by the heat rising from the computer below it. Because it always seems to be warmer than it feels. So it's saying 17.8 now. It's saying almost 18 degrees inside shed quarters. But there's no way it's that warm in here. Is it? Really? Okay, it wants me to go. Amy has finished. Take care, Amy. Well done. Maybe speak to you tonight. Right, just bear with me while I go and make myself coffee before we move over to the next event. I hope I do get the option to move over again now. Maybe I'll have to log out and log back in again. Okay, unlocked the socks. That is good news. Right, oh yeah, join event, look. Right. And there's the fox right in front of us, look. You see? Hang on a sec. There's a little foxy fella. Right, okay, 31. I've only got 4 minutes. Join event. So let me go and get a coffee and I'll be back. Fingers crossed this all works. on. Right, hello there. Welcome to the Film My Run 500. I see Denise has popped over from the start raising your treadmills to 12%, please. Saurine as well as coffee, because I feel I've got that even though I had breakfast this morning, I had jam on toast for breakfast. Even though I've had that, my legs feel quite, not my legs, my you know when you get that sugar crash, I feel like I've had a sugar crash. You and that squirrel. Right, here we go with the treadmill. Up to 12%. Why is it so dark? I want it to expose correctly. When I look my best. Are you dressed in a suit? Question mark. Great to have the Welsh contingent of Matt and Paul with us. It's great to see you too, Mike. Who is DS? No name, just DS. No photo on the profile, and it's a private profile, so no idea who DS is. Come along. No worries, Mike. Take your time. Take it easy. Right, Tina's thermometer is above the TV screen, so it always shows higher. Yeah, see, the Amy Green Memorial Thermometer is directly above my big, posh, expensive, fast, hot computer. The one that I built specifically for live streaming. It cost me about £1 billion, and I only use it for live stream. Use it for anything else apart from live streaming. What a waste of money! It's not a waste of money, but you know what I mean. It's like, it feels like it's only got one job, and it was so expensive to put together, and it's only got that one job. Bless its heart. The thing is, I cannot use PCs for work, video editing, photo editing. My Mac is that's where I live. I live on my Mac. It's such a lovely machine. And yeah, I don't like using PCs for anything other than this kind of stuff. Right. We are running. I've really had a sugar crash this morning. I feel like totally weak. It's ridiculous. So I hope we are all up on our toes. Let's keep the heart rate as low as possible. And work those legs. Yeah. Tiptoe through the tulips. Spring off the treadmill. Light as a feather, springing off the treadmill using that stored energy in your Achilles. I have unlocked the pink socks, yes. I am all about the pink socks. Maybe I should go and put them on. Are we doing stage 3 tomorrow, are we? Okay. Amanda says, did I tell you I got a new Max HR at Beachy Head Marathon? I think you did, yes. You did tell us that. What was it? What was the actual result? Heart rate. Score? No, it's not score. Reading. That's it. That's the word I'm trying to find out. Oh my god. New max heart rate is 223 beats per minute. That is mad. That's 43 beats per minute faster than my max heart rate, which I got almost last night. So at the Tri Academy workout number 3, I managed to get right up to 180 BPM, which is pretty much my max heart rate these days. Amanda, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking. I know, never ask a lady her age. Must have been a more taxing workout than we thought. Amanda, how was it measured? Was it a heart rate strap or was it only via your watch? Because that probably, if it was via your watch, it probably isn't quite as high as that. But nevertheless. Right, 28. So, what is the rule again? The rule that we don't follow anymore, which is why I've forgotten it. Minus your age. Oh dear. Yeah, something minus your age. What is it minus your age? I cannot remember for the life of me. I talk about heart rate all the time. Why can't I remember that old adage? Okay, so Amanda, have you actually measured your heart rate with a chest strap? I think you said you have, haven't you? I mean, heart rate via your wrist is getting much better with the modern watches. The newer watches are much better at wrist heart rate. But I don't know what watch you have, Amanda, but it probably was reading high. Right, yeah, Tina Beard says it's 220 minus your age. Okay, Amanda uses a chest strap while she's on the treadmill. Okay, I would stick to the readings you get from that, Amanda. Whilst it's crazy that your heart rate went to 223 on Beachy Head, it probably was overreading a little bit. Right, speeding up time. Yes, Denise, it is a hard workout, which is why we go so slowly to try and stay relaxed. Try and stay up on your toes, but reduce the incline if it is really tough. It's fantastic to have you with us. Just don't give up. Okay, Garmin 245, Amanda has. Yeah, so it probably, like I said, it is one of the, I mean, it's slightly newer, but there is a new heart rate optical sensor on the newer watches, the 255 and the 955 and the Phoenix 7. They have a newer heart rate optical sensor, which is much better. Now, your 255 will be okay, and for steady state runs, it's probably fine, especially in warm weather. But if it's cold, in cold weather, and with runs that are undulating, so you're going up and down and you're speeding up and slowing down and walking and then running again. Wrist-based heart rate might struggle a little bit. Clive says there was a Garmin update today. Yeah, nothing exciting in it, to be honest. I don't think, from what I remember, it's just fixes. I think they've made the morning report a bit better. Matt says, do you have any gels to hand to give you a boost to compensate for the crash you were feeling, or do you just ride it out? Well, so anyone who knows me well knows I don't take gels. Can't stand them. They just make me feel sick. They're horrible. It's just, I know it's a sugar rush. What I have taken is... Oh, I didn't bring the wrapper in. You know those little individual sized saurine bars? So I've taken one of those. I was just eating it while I was drinking my coffee. Clive, I think you can customise the morning report a bit more now. Do you want me to have a look? I can't remember exactly what was in it. I can look for you. Yeah, so Matt, I never take gels. Well, hardly ever. I did try those Morton gels not long ago. Still didn't think they were that great. I think I had one during the Berlin Marathon. And I wasn't impressed. So something like a saurine bar, what that will do is it will give me a little bit of an instant hit of sugar from the raisins inside, but it will also give me a bit of a longer lasting, slower burn release of carbs, which is really what you want. My problem with gels, apart from the fact they make me feel sick, is basically all they're doing is giving you a massive sugar hit and then dying off again. So you have to take another one, and then another one, then another one. Great marketing technique, don't you think? Whereas what you need is, as well as having that, you do sometimes need that fast sugar hit. But what you really need, as well as that, as your base fuel, is slow release carbohydrates. Right, Clive says during the Cornish Marathon, he took one shot block every 30 minutes and just drank water. Fair enough. Yeah, see, whatever works for you. Those shot blocks are better than gels in terms of they don't make me feel quite so sick, but I wouldn't want to take one every half hour. But everybody is different. Everybody's physiology works in different ways. Everybody has their gastric needs, what they can cope with and what they can't. One mile done. Yeah, Coke is the secret weapon during an ultra, and Clive agrees. But no Coke at Ben Nevis, but the Red Bull did the trick for me as well. Red Bull or Coke. I can drink that without being sick when it's cold. If it's cold weather, I can have Coke or Red Bull, no problem. If it's hot weather, I can only have so much and then I start to throw it up. Right, we're coming to the next arch. Matt says, does anyone take their kids to junior parkrun? If so, do you run with them? And when do you stop running with them? So, we would have taken our kids to junior parkrun, but it didn't exist when we started our kids running parkrun. So, they're perfectly used to running 5k. And I mean, actually, they're old enough now. But when they were younger, junior parkrun didn't exist, so we were just taking them to the normal parkrun. Or certainly there wasn't a junior parkrun where we live. So we just took them to the normal parkrun, and they got used to running 5k. And we would run with them, but there is an age limit. So you have to run with your child if they are 11 or under. Or is it 10 or under? Once your child hits 10 or 11, and they feel confident enough, then they can go on their own. So they don't need adult supervision. Clive is recounting the story of when he took his wife to Park Walk. He's never seen her so angry and determined. Well done, everyone. Stay up on your toes. Keep going. We should be at 6.5 kilometers per hour now. And halfway through. Halfway through in terms of distance, but well over halfway in terms of time. Okay, so 19 minutes or so to go. Sugar crash has abated. 2 kilometers done, just over 2 to go. £6 p.m. tonight. New video on the Film My Run channel. 5 tips to help you run faster. Matt says, my 7-year-old boy has achieved a 70% age grading at his 5th junior parkrun. Super proud of him, and I hope to take him to the 5k parkrun in a couple of years. Yeah, I mean, you could take him now for a slow jog around. It's not preset, but I type it so often it comes up as a shortcut. %70 is really good, Matt. I mean, you could take him now to the 5k parkrun and just run around really slowly and relaxed. Just do it together, nice and easy, so he's not intimidated by the distance. Oh, it might be time to jump off the treadmill for a quick drink of coffee in a second. Maybe we'll get to 1k to go. No, we'll do it at 1.5k to go. Oh dear. Okay, my Wi-Fi seems to have gone. It's interesting. There it is, it's back again. My Google Home just disconnected and said it was trying to reconnect, but it has now reconnected. Thankfully, my Zwift connection and my live stream are hardwired, so they don't need Wi-Fi. Yes, definitely considering getting one. Right, 1.5 kilometres to go. I am just going to jump off the treadmill for 10 seconds. Don't count 10 seconds. Clive and Sebastian discussing the woes of TV and Wi-Fi. Matt says, next time my son doesn't have a football match, I'll take him to the 5k park run to burn off his excess energy. Good plan. Kim Salt, thanks for the ride on. Okay, time to speed up. 7 kph now. Minutes to go. No, I'm finding this really hard work this morning as well. Unfortunately, they've bagged that badge up tonight. It's the same route as last week. Whoever set it up hasn't set it up correctly. Right, Tina says, my kilometre split heart rate readings don't agree with my actual HR. Oh yeah. Right, is that because it's been measuring my HR? Oh no, that can't be right either. Yeah, that is strange. I hadn't noticed that. Tina, thanks for pointing that out. Another word with the developers, I think. Actually, I have seen that before. I don't think that's a new thing. Well over 150 with just under a kilometre to go. Clive, it's splash and dash tonight, but that's the same as last week. It's supposed to be Ocean Boulevard tonight. Sebastian thinks I should ask the developer of my body what the heck's going on with my heart rate. I think God is out at a meeting this morning. I'll try and email him later on. he tells people he's omnipresent, but that's rubbish. It's just a marketing ploy to get people to follow him. He's got stuff on all the time. He's really busy. He basically gets Angel Gabriel to write all the emails and sign it, like the Queen, or the King now.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Cheers, Clive. Oh, this is hard work today. Matt is getting a new watch. After 8 years of using the Garmin Vivo Active, he's getting an upgrade. What are you getting, Matt? .500 meters to go. Oh, nice one. Garmin 645, that's lovely. Good watch. Thank you everyone for joining me today. We will be back here same time next week for more of the same. And if you're a sucker for punishment, we also do the same session on a Tuesday. Well done, Denise, fantastic. Stay on your toes right to the very end. We are doing the Bag That Badge run tonight, 6:15 UK time. Same here, Clive. When I'm fit, I still just can't quite make it. Done. That was hard work. Why is it always so tough at the end there? So that's it for tonight. For this morning. I mean, we'll be back tonight. So bag that badge at 6:15. It's a little bit annoying because they have messed up the route tonight. It's supposed to be Ocean Boulevard, but it is Splash and Dash. But maybe they're giving people 2 opportunities to do Splash and Dash. I don't know. Anyway, there we are. Never mind. Right. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Well done if you took part. Well done, Denise, particularly first time here. Thank you to Mike and Paul and Matt. And Matt says can't type on the go though. No worries. Well done, Matt. Right, that's us done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you tonight for Bag That Badge, everybody. Bye bye.